I've recently discovered something on social media, and I'm very happy about it.
Ooh, what is it?
That was a good ooh.
Ooh.
That was pretty audible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow, that really tickled my back brain.
Did that? Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to the Dysfunctional Duo, starring me.
And I. I'm kind of enjoying this.
And a podcast.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That was the end of our episode. Be sure to check us out at...
Yeah. They're like, wait, what?
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
That's it.
Yeah. I'm better now that you're here. Yeah, this episode's gonna start with
talking about all the things you love about me.
Just me acknowledging like how much only you get me. Excluding my husband. My husband's included in that topic, but right now let's pretend that he never existed.
Are we married then?
I think so.
In another life, maybe.
To be for honest, if it wasn't him, it'd be you.
That's so cute. I actually love that. I don't know if I could have intimate relations with you.
Okay, I thought you were going to say I'm going to have to disagree.
No, I think we would have a very happy, healthy life together.
I'm talking platonic, baby. Okay. I'm talking like two old maids who are husbandless.
I hope so.
Content with just living their fucking life. If that's the route it had to take,
I'm down for it.
I die with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would die. Are we going to war together now? Is this what's happening? You serve me my draft for the war.
So by the way, the woman of the world made this happen.
Okay, but let's just be so for real. Because like with the state of the world, sometimes I think about like that. Not that I don't think women would be drafted. Because like why?
I don't know. I heard recently that was...
Don't do it. What are we gonna do?
I think to...
No, I'm just being so for real. What are we doing? Like you're putting me on the field for what? What do you need me for? What am I? I'm
gonna be one of those race car girls who are like with the cars and be like, all right, and fight.
Yeah. We stand in the like boxing or whatever where the girl walks by with the sign like round 2. Like that's us.
That's us.
In a bikini.
Yeah. No, not a bikini, like a paper bag.
You know what? Okay. I'll be drafted for that.
Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, anyways, I don't know how this conversation was going to go, so I'm just going to move on to the next topic. Okay, I have to start this discussion because I've learned as of recently, which is funny because I should have known this my whole life, but I'm an awkward human being.
Yeah.
I love the vote of confidence. You know, I was expecting maybe like, no, you're very cool. No, I'm awkward.
I'm more awkward than you are. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, and this is why. Okay, so I'm gonna paint you a picture.
Please do.
This happened recently. I was at a party.
Uh-oh. You should be at those. Let's just be so for real. Like who invited you?
I was Leo's +1.
Oh, there you go. That's it. Okay.
I said, I guess your wife has to come. So we really want you, but fuck, I guess we have to invite Sarah. So we went to this party, and I've known these people for a while. It's not like I haven't met them before, but I obviously haven't interacted with people for very long, for a while, because I forgot how to interact. Like I forgot what a normal conversation was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we're having dinner, and it's like a birthday party, and they ordered like shawarma for dinner. And there was this tub. There was like tubs of different sauces, and they had like, you know, the meat, the chicken, they had like potatoes, all this kind of shit. And then you would put the sauce on top. It was kind of like a self-serve situation.
Right.
And it was like okay, so let me
Does that pick up on on video?
I don't know. I hope so.
It's like it's such a distance. It's almost like a ghost cat, like meowing from another dimension.
This is the cat I deal with. Everyone thinks he's so fucking cute.
He is.
I know.
He's gone now.
It's the only reason he's He's passed on.
He's passed. He's gone. He's like phased through walls now.
The spirit has moved on. Good. Honestly, it's a survival instinct for him. It has to be, because he would be dead by now. I would murder him because he's so fucking annoying. But because he's cute, I can't. Because he'll be like annoying, and I'll be like, I'm gonna fucking, and he's like all Puss in Boots shit.
I have a theory on that, on like the cuteness and evolution, but I want to hear your awkward party story.
Okay, I know where you're going with the cuteness evolution, and you're correct. Yes,
Thank you.
There's a reason. Okay, and there's also a reason why cats fucking
like it's literally he's calling us from another dimension.
Phineas, come here.
He's in 1756, meowing at us.
This is the others.
Yeah. He's in the upside down.
Honestly, he would, you know?
Like
if anybody would make it there, it would be him.
Yeah.
He would just walk into a closet and be like, where the fuck am I? And meet a Demogorgon. Have you seen my mummy?
Will you pet me?
I'm hungry. Okay, so anyways, so I'm at this party and we went as different characters for Shrek. It was a Shrek themed birthday party.
That's hilarious.
So I went as the dragon.
Okay.
And we were taking photos, which I already hate. I hate taking photos of myself. I'm going to fucking kill him. Murder is going to happen on this podcast today. And sorry, that was my zipper. I didn't just fart.
I thought that like something glitched out in my brain. Like I actually thought that was just me.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I promise it wasn't a fart.
Oh, it's stinky. Ew.
You're such a shit. So anyways, I wanted to like blow out smoke, and I was like, does anybody have like a vape pen? And no one did, but my friend had like a weed pen. And so I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll take a little huff and see if it works. Took a bigger huff than I expected. And I haven't had a toke for like a while.
Uh-oh.
And so anyways, so I took a hit. It honestly wasn't bad. Like I kept most of it in my mouth versus in my lungs.
Okay.
But I did obviously get a little bit. So I'm a little bit high as I'm having this conversation. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
It wouldn't have mattered. I could have been sober or high. It would have still come out the same way. But I'm sitting there and there was this tub of hummus.
Uh-oh.
And it just looked immaculate.
Yeah.
It just looked so creamy. Like soft serve ice cream. It was so fucking creamy. And it was in like a clear container so you could see how creamy and thick it was. So I'm staring at this and I'm sitting at the table with me, one of our friends, and then friends of like our friend's brother and his girlfriend, and they're sitting across from me.
Yeah.
And I think Leo was next to me. And I just grabbed this tub and I'm like, can we talk about how creamy this hummus is?
They're having like a deep conversation.
No, they were just eating. They were just eating. And they're like, yeah.
See, that's boring people.
And then I didn't pick up on the cue that they didn't understand. So I doubled down and I was like, I mean, look at this. How do you think they get this consistency? Do you think they use a blender? Like, and they're like, I don't know. Literally in my head, I put it back down and I went, Spencer would understand.
I would though.
Yeah, you and I would have been like, this fucking hummus though. Like, we gotta talk to the guy who makes this hummus. And then later, I took the hummus because
fully, like I took it home.
I took it to the counter where there was veggies, and so I started eating the hummus with the veggies. And Leo came over and grabbed a vegetable, and I turned to him. Everyone else was like mingling off like a little bit further away from us, and I turned to him. I'm like, I mean, for real, this hummus? And he's like, we get it. The hummus is great. And he's like, you gotta stop talking to people at parties.
You gotta stop talking.
And I was like, but like, fuck, like, and I just sat there and was like, the only person who would match my freak is you.
Somebody gonna match my freak.
Is somebody gonna match my freak?
I want to defend you, actually. I feel I'm in the mood to in like your defense. I am now your lawyer. She did nothing wrong.
Judge, I stand to the bar.
Like people are gonna sit around and like, yeah, you're eating, but like in silence to point out, so like making a conversation so hard for us. So like for you to just be like, this hummus looks amazing. Like, yeah, it probably looked fucking immaculate.
It did.
And like,
I stand by that.
Like, I don't know, for people to just be like, yeah, it looks really good. Like, you're boring. Like, those people were boring.
Okay, so you're no fun.
Because, like, how does hummus get made? Who invented hummus? Why is hummus a thing? Why is it so delicious? Why don't we have more of it?
Who made tahini?
I don't know.
Who just sat there one day and went, "This is tahini"?
Like, these
understand what I
ingredients
mean?
together is like, I just know it's gonna it's gonna eat.
And like hummus is good most time, but I'm telling you, this was like creamy, like so creamy that it probably got lighter in color because it got so creamy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, like,
Like,
yeah.
it just was, it was just chef's fucking, and you would like scoop it and it would stay in form. Like, it wouldn't even like move at all.
It was
Like,
immaculate.
It was immaculate. That's
and
the
they
word.
didn't fucking care.
They just,
Because, like, that's the tea, is like, hummus is bomb as fuck.
yes.
And I'm so glad for like cultural diversity, because
Yes.
us white people would never think of something like that.
No, we wouldn't. No, we
we
wouldn't.
thought of like pesto, I think.
Thank
maybe.
God for multiple cultures, because if it was just us, we'd be fucked.
Salt and pepper would be like our gods.
We would be an egg with no salt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we really, yeah. So I just had that moment. And then as of recently, I've had like, we already know this. This is not new news to Spencer. But I don't know how to talk to attractive men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it. It's whatever.
I don't know. I just like forget how to fucking function. But I like try, which is the sad part, is I don't just like accept the fact that so anyways, I've been having these moments where like I'll run into a person that's like attractive, and then, all logic runs out. And recently I had this moment where I was walking by somebody that I like see regularly enough. And he was like, "Good morning." And I was like, "Fine, thanks." I kept walking. I was like, "You fucking idiot." Like, I was like, this is going to be the moment. We'll actually be able to have like a human conversation. He's like, "Good morning." I'm like, "Fine, thanks."
Wait, I think that humbled him. That's actually so funny.
I wonder how many times people meet Leo and he's just so charismatic. He just lights up a fucking room. He's just so good at interacting with people. It's like,
it's a skill. It's an art form.
And then, like, to me, I just am such a proud wife when I see it,
Mhm.
because people are like, "Your husband's like a fun fucking time. Like, he's great." I'm like, "I know." And then I do it and they're like, "Why did you marry her?"
And you're like, what is that? What Make-A-Wish program got her here?
What voodoo magic did you have to cast to convince him that you were charming? Like,
but like,
you know what I mean? And I, like, again, in those moments, I'm like the only fucking person who would understand. And I mean, experientially understand. You actually can talk to guys a little bit better than me, but you're mean.
I think
I'm
I've cracked
awkward,
the code.
but you're a little like uppercutty with your statements, which guys like. They're like, she's a little spicy. Meanwhile, I'm like, "So do you like weather?"
Yeah, that like rain, right?
Yeah.
It happens.
So the smoke's been pretty bad, hey?
Yeah, what's happening in like other countries or something? I don't know. Like, trying to political talk, I don't know.
So this last week, I saw this hummus and it was just immaculate. Like, I just
Have you ever had creamy hummus? They're like, "I don't know, ma'am. Can I just have your paperwork and sign it so you can leave?" Like, I don't know.
it's horrible. It's horrible. So like all this shit to say that like you're the only one that understands me that way.
I appreciate
And I appreciate you for it.
I'm the same way though.
And
Like, I don't know how to start. Like, I'll go up to people and be like, "So, like, are you scared of dying?" Like, that's me like meeting you.
So last week I saw a dead person.
Yeah, literally. There was a car crash on the way here. Isn't that wild? Anyways, what's your favorite order from Tim Hortons? Like,
Literally.
and like, I expect people to like be on that same wavelength, and when they're not, and they look at me like I'm a psychopath, which I am, I get like insecure too, because I'm like, I have to like, it's like too much self-awareness or self-consciousness where it's like, oh, I am speaking to another human that has their own experiences and like
This
memories.
is the first time I'm interacting with them. This is going to leave an impression.
Yeah.
I will always and forever be the person that walked up to them and said, "This hummus is amazing.
This
isn't it?"
hummus is so creamy.
Just like, what the fuck? Like, it's just, it happens so many times. And I'll say something and I'll have like an out of body experience and I'll be like, "Phineas."
He's closer now.
He is closer.
He's in the 1800s.
I can sense him. Speak, spirit, speak. Speak.
Do you ever believed in those, like, not like TV mediums, I want to say?
No, mostly no.
Like the Long Island iced tea medium.
No. Iced tea. Hi, can I get a Long Island iced tea? I sense that you are very lonely.
Yeah.
No,
Tequila.
I mean, like, here's the other thing is, like, how often, like, how fucking awkward would it be if you're just trying to buy some goddamn bananas at the grocery store and a woman comes up to you and is like, I sense a family member. Excuse me, can I talk to you for a second? I know you're trying to buy your bananas.
Why is he screaming like that? Who hurt him?
I don't know. Winya.
I hope this like picks up on like the mic because he's going at it.
Phineas, come here, honey.
Was he locked somewhere?
No.
Did he lock? He would be the type to like lock himself in a room and be like, I'm so sad.
He just stands in a, that's how I'm sad right now. He just stands in a corner and cries. It's just the thing. I don't know.
Blair Witching it.
He's had a great life. I don't know. Phineas, come here. Winya.
Oh, and he ignores you. This is his like teenage phase.
When is it going to end? He's been a teenager for 8 goddamn years.
I don't know, when he's like 45. Isn't that when men like
Phineas,
mature?
I hear you. I acknowledge you. Please come here.
No, just cries. Just screams. I don't want you to help me, but I want you to know I'm very sad. It's true.
You know what? Fucking fair enough. I definitely feel that way too.
Sometimes.
All the time.
When you're talking about hummus, yeah.
All of the times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just felt like I needed to acknowledge you because I just appreciate you and your sense of awkwardness.
Thank you.
And like to be like for the viewer, this is like when Leo met me, who's my husband, one of the vetting processes was for him to meet Spencer. Because if he could handle Spencer and I together in a room and like match it,
yeah,
then he was husband material. And we went to go pick her up after work and she got out of the car. She's like, hi, bitch.
Yeah, I think I roasted him within like the first 5 minutes.
I think you did roast him and he swung it back.
Yeah,
like, he was pretty good at
and I was like, okay,
parlaying.
Cool. He didn't let me just have it either. He was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you wouldn't like that. You'd be like,
okay, roll over, bitch. Like, yeah, no.
So like it was a vetting process was to get like Spencer to like have a conversation with my person, with me not included. Because if they can get Spencer, then they can get me. You know what I mean? Like if they can match you, then they can match me. Mm-hmm. But I've come to the realization that like there'll be moments where I'll say something and people will look at me and be like Leo and I were talking about this recently. He's like, sometimes you'll make a joke and it doesn't hit. Like it does. It's just uncomfortable.
Sorry, that was really sometimes you like are trying to be funny and it's not.
And in my head, I'm like, I can make whatever fucking joke I want and it could miss and you would find me hilarious.
You are funny.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Like it's often where I'll like say something. Oh, fuck, I can't remember. I can't even give you an example. But like I'll say something and people will be like, what the fuck did you just say? Like Spencer would understand. And Leo's like, you're funny when you try not to be. But like when I'm trying to be a stand-up comedian, apparently it doesn't work.
But that's my thing though, is like when I'm at parties, I don't know how to like turn that part of me off. That's like I
think
need
that's
to try.
my issue too. I think I don't try to like be someone I'm not. I just don't know how to dial it down.
Same.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how to just
it's not
present.
a dial, it's a switch.
Kind of. Maybe we're like on the spectrum and masking and like genuinely, because like when it's like I could be like egg and then we could have like an hour have you watched this fucking podcast? Like we can have an hour conversation about egg. Like that's how easy it is.
Judge, I give you exhibit A.
Like literally.
Yeah.
But like
if I brought you a container of hummus and I showed it to you on the podcast, I can guarantee you we would have a full-on conversation about it.
Oh, 100%.
The podcast would be how it's made.
It would be like we'd be like theorizing, hypothesizing.
Yeah.
Like we'd be trying to make it, we'd be eating it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
taste it. We'd be like,
I genuinely
wine
wish you were
tasters.
with me because you would have loved this hummus.
I probably would have.
It would have been.
I'm mad I didn't get to try it. I'm
You
mad you
should
didn't
be.
just put it in your purse.
I really thought about taking it, but then I realized that there's something really sad about having meat with no hummus.
I mean, I would just spoonful.
I almost
Spoonful
did.
of hummus.
I
keeps
almost
the
did,
doctor
but
away.
again, I already felt very insecure about the fact that I couldn't even talk about hummus, let alone scoop a full-on spoon into my mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
double it down, triple down.
it's never intentional. If I double down, it's because I don't read the room.
That's my thing, though. Is I can't read the room either. I overread the room, and then I like overthink everything.
I think that's it. I don't read the room enough, or I overread the room.
right.
Like, I forget who my audience is a lot of the time.
I just like I assume
And
the
sometimes it
audience-
works. That's the nice thing is like, what is it? Like, you're gonna be right at least 1 out of 10 times. Something
yeah.
like you're at least gonna be on target once, and that's my unsung hero in my life, is that sometimes it works.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
then but it works enough that it leaves a good impression on people, that is how the foundation of my life ends up with this person. And then I can't really lower the bar because it was so good, but it's like a 1 out of 10 time. The rest people are like, who the fuck is
They like people will like,
Who invited her?
"Haha." Yeah, or they'll like look away because they're like, I just don't want to engage.
Well, and like these girls who like I genuinely am inspired by it. I was
What? Oh, you're like picking your nail polish.
I was picking out my nail polish and I threw it and it landed in between my big toe and that was a fucking
Ew.
trick shot.
that would the like sensation of that would put me into overdrive. I can't things between my toes. I can't do
Wait,
it.
you don't like flip flops?
No, I don't wear flip flops. Have you? When was the last time
Also,
you
can
ever
we talk
seen me wear
about why do people
flip-flops?
call them thongs?
That's very Australian,
What the
and
fuck?
they're like up. They're like
The first time I ever
awkward.
heard that, I genuinely thought people were putting thongs in between their toes.
Where did they get that term?
I-
Like, is it like the same?
I
as,
would
like, the
assume it's a
thong?
butt thong.
Is that where they got it from? They're like, this looks like that like string that goes up your ass,
I
but
think
it goes
so.
between your toes.
Yeah. And they're like,
Same thing.
why fix something if it's not broken?
But like, I guess like, why do we call it a flip flop? Because of the sound it
goes
makes.
flip, flop.
That's so stupid. That's so funny though. Humans are dumb.
Let's talk about just generational. Like, you have the Aussies who are like, why would we change the word if it's already a good word? And you have the Americans who are like, this is a new thing. What do we call it? Bob, what's the sound? Flip flop.
Flip flop. But it's
Yeah.
the same with like signal. Like in Canada, we call it a car signal when you're changing lanes. In the UK, I think they call it an indicator. And then in the US, they call it a blinker because it blinks. Like, it's so silly.
Or slides. Slides are another shoe because you
guess-
slide into them.
But I think that's more universal. Like, we're all like, oh yeah, they're slides. Like, what else would you call them? Sandals, maybe?
Yeah, sandals.
Shoe. Nike.
I don't know. See, we could talk about hummus for a whole episode, let's be honest.
We probably could.
So, anyways, let me go back to my point.
You're awkward.
What was my point?
Nobody likes you. You're bad at.
Oh, the girls who like can just do things well and like win over a room. Like the girls who come in and they're like so cool and collected and like mysterious.
Yeah.
How mysterious?
How?
How do you display mystery without looking like
I look like I've like stole
without
something.
looking like the girl from House Bunny who's like, do you know where the bathroom is? I have to do something very mysterious. Like, that's how it would translate if I tried. But I can't be like mysterious. Like I think I'm too much of an open book.
I think we're just too goofy. Like we don't have that allure.
Or sometimes I'm like too honest. Like I'll say things and it's like those are honest things that you have to keep inside the four walls of your house. You know what I mean? Like do you ever dream of dead people? Like stuff like that. Like you can't just that was you, not me. That was last
me.
episode. You can't just start a conversation like that in public.
but like, why not? But like, who makes those rules? Who says that I can't? Who says I can't?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna go up to like my banker, be like, so do you dream of dead people? Like, is that a thing for you? Because they'd probably be like, I don't fucking know. What do you want, American change? Like, fuck off.
What currency would you like?
Yeah.
I mean, but like these girls who can just like fly it so cool under the surface and just so cool collected and always, and here's the other thing, just always look polished.
Always look polished. It
Like
couldn't
wake
be
up
me.
and be flawless.
When I
Where
look
was your
back-
mop head phase?
right? Like, actually, though.
Like was
where
that
was it?
early and I'm just a late bloomer?
Like, did you flop it too? But like, you're good now.
Yeah.
Like, when will my flop air stop?
I started my flop it too.
Yeah, I like grew into my flop era.
You know, 2-year-old children who when they have a nap they wake up. And
Yeah.
their hair is crazy and one side of their face is pink and like
Yes.
indented. I still wake up like that.
Oh,
So like when is
100%.
that gonna end?
I don't think it ever does. I think some people are just really, 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 really good at hiding it. And that's what I've come to the conclusion of that. I was just like, they're just as floppy as we are, but they're really good at hiding.
Mm.
Whereas like we're not very good at it.
There's like a girl at the gym who is I want to say she's Russian or something like that. So just
Mhm.
like beautiful, like fair, light skin, blonde hair to the nines, like bleach blonde hair, but I think it's natural.
Hmm.
She has like false nails and stuff. Like you can tell like she obviously like takes care of herself to like that degree. Takes care of herself is a weird word for it, but like you
Puts
know,
effort.
but
into,
like
her
yeah, she
curves.
likes to be polished. She likes to look put together. And she's tiny. She's like she's very thin. Great butt though, I must say.
Love that for her.
And I go to the gym and like 5 days out of the week, you know, bloated, just ate a burger,
Yeah.
ready to lift weight and cry, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing like a pump cover and I'm like covering my foop. She doesn't have a foop. And I'm like, she never wears a hoodie. She's always in a sports bra and beautiful leggings. And I'm like, do you just like not bloat?
But do you know anything about hummus, Miss Ma'am?
Is it because I'm eating too much hummus? Like, what's the thing here? And I just look at her and I'm like, you're so cool and like collected. And you always like, she like doesn't sweat. This is the other thing. I'm so sweaty. I'm a sweaty human being. It's like not okay how much I sweat on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like I'll have a conversation. If I'm uncomfortable, I get like sweaty.
Yeah, I turn pink sometimes.
I'm like, it's hot in here because it's just like, I'm like, can you put on a fan, please? Like, I get like clammy. Like my hands, like feel my hands right now.
Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Why are you wet? Oh, now I'm like gross. Like what? I wasn't expecting that. Feel my hand.
so
And it
hot.
slid off. I couldn't even like grasp it. I can like we're not even touching. For those audio listeners, we're not even touching. I have my hand hovering over hers and I can feel the heat radiating off of her. Like it's like a heater. And it's like moist heat too.
And it's just my
Like,
hands.
it's like
Touch my legs. My
humidified.
legs are fine.
Yeah.
God, you're cold.
I'm the opposite of you.
You're like cold clammy.
I'm dead.
I'm dead inside. Oh my God, I'm crying. So like it happens all the time. And so just at the gym when I'm actually working, this is when I'm not working out. This is just like on a normal human basis, just like normal functioning. I'm like, I have like an overactive, I don't know, sweat.
Hmm.
When I'm at the gym, it gets worse. I like sweat. Like I get the neck sweat, my forehead gets sweaty, back sweat for days, you know?
I love that. Sweating's fun.
And she's like dry as a fucking bone.
Well,
And I'm like,
how? How?
how?
Is she working out? Like, is she going at it the way you are?
Probably not because I'm like, I'm like squatting. I'm like, the last set is always like, I'm like, okay, like, I'm like doubling down. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm just like
grunting.
yeah, like full on.
Like going through it hog
I
tied.
just don't even care. I guess I'm just like
Maybe she admires that about you.
probably.
That's what I think. That's kind of what I
Maybe.
have to tell myself is like, you might look at other people and think that they're cool, but like they're maybe looking at you. They're not looking at me and thinking I'm cool.
No, not me either.
No.
You know what? They might be like, she's really cool. And then I stand up and I hit my head on something and they're like,
Right.
oh, wow, that was
Pass
yeah.
out, face down.
I like fucking give myself I actually did that once. I was working out when I was younger and it was at my parents' house. So it wasn't in public, thank God. But my dad had one of those pull-up bars that like you unhook and then you swing it down.
Mhm.
And I tried to hook it and I was standing in the direction that it swung down. I don't know why. I didn't understand physics. I still don't. And I hooked it, but it didn't hook properly. And it literally like fucking like nailed me in the eye. And I like had a black eye for like 3 days.
Oh my God, I love that for you.
Yeah.
That's not like non-spatial awareness. I don't know
Oh,
if it's...
I don't have it.
I don't have it either. I don't know
That's like a genetic skip for me.
I mean, I don't think my entire family has ever had like spatial awareness. Like if I'm
No,
at
like
a
genetically,
restaurant-
if they had it, it wasn't passed down to me.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
You were like, I don't know. There's something happened to you in the womb.
Yeah.
And it was like awkward. Coordination, Weirdo.
throw it out.
Yeah.
Awkward, put it in. Yeah.
Literally.
I don't know why.
Because like I can't sit at a restaurant with like glasses around me. Because especially I'm very
You're all
animated with my hands.
elbows.
Oh, I will like swipe it off the fucking table and then like have it crash to the floor.
Yeah. I'm a
Unintentionally.
tripper. I trip a lot.
I don't like how do people walk
I trip
straight?
so often that I've actually learned how to catch myself before I fall. Like it's a skill.
I hate that.
I actually like moved to a new job and they were like, what are 20 fun facts about you? And I almost put, I can catch myself from falling because I fall so often.
Mine's like I wake up with just bruises. Like, hello. Do you see all these bruises?
That sounds like anemia, Spencer.
I don't know. I am anemic. Thank you. Yes. See, like, what the fuck? If I was having another conversation with another human, they'd be like, okay. Like, that would, like, I don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah, I feel like oftentimes I'm having a conversation and if the swipe right feature existed in real life, they would use it, you know?
Right? I feel like I
But like
bore
you can't
people.
get rid of me, so how do you do it nicely? And for me to pick up on your cue, because sometimes I just don't read the room.
Yeah.
Like I do double down and people are like, read the fucking, like, you're lame.
How do I not be? I feel like people don't like, I feel like I bore people.
I know. And I see the eyes glaze over too late.
Or like you can tell when they're like itching to like get out of the conversation. And then like you're panicking. So you just try to talk more. And then it makes it worse.
Oh, I'm known for that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like people are like, I just want to like go home. Like I don't want to talk to you. You have nothing to say. But I'm like, I don't know how like other people can like just like blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I
blah,
like
blah,
try
blah.
to justify why I'm thinking this way. And it doesn't actually make things easier to understand. It actually makes it more confusing.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like I remember like Bob's, when I was looking at Bob's, call back to our Bob's episode, the restaurant.
Yes, Bob's.
Granted, I was older, so they were all like early Gen Z, like in their early 20s, and
They're all so cool.
they're all so cool, and I'm the like stupid little millennial, I don't know.
Yeah.
And like they would be talking about like anything and everything. And I would be like, how, like mentally in my head, I'm like, how do I join this conversation? Because we're all like in a group, like hosting together.
What were they talking about?
I don't even like they'd talk about like past experiences doing something or like past hookups, you know, like whatever. Stupid, like just stupid shit. And I'd be like, oh yeah. And then I'd tell them my story. And like they'd just kind of be like, wow, cool. And then like move on. And I'd be like, am I garbage?
Am I the problem?
Am I the like what's wrong with me?
Yeah. It's like that saying that like I heard somebody say like if you go to a place and they're like there's always that one person that nobody wants to come and they're like fuck like we don't want to invite this person but they have to show up. If you can't think of that person, then that's you.
I am that person.
Do you know what I mean? You're
It's
like I
me.
can't think of a person I wouldn't want to invite. And it's like, yeah, it's because it's you.
It's yeah, you're literally
It's
the
because
issue.
you don't realize you're the issue. Yeah, exactly.
I also think that we prefer to spend time alone. Like I love
This is
my
the
me
other
time.
thing, man, is like somebody said to me recently, it was at like a work event, and one of the girls was like, I was talking because my job is relatively extroverted. Like I have to have conversations. I interact with people. And she was like, oh, that's just a quality of being extroverted. And I was like, that's a fucking joke because I'm not extroverted. I don't like people most of the time. But like if you tell me I have to function and like exist within society in a decent manner, then for sure I can be extroverted. But like it's a window. I got like 3 good hours, and then anything after that is just look at this hummus. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm a ticking time bomb. I have a certain collection of really good stuff, and then after that, I'm just pulling from the ranks and hoping that something's gonna land. Like that's it.
Can I don't know if can I share a story?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the only person I don't have to do that with is you.
Period. Same.
Yeah.
Honestly. And
Point
I think
blank,
because
period.
we're on that same level that we just like, we match each other's freak.
Truly.
But like, this is a great example of this. This happened a while ago.
Is this about me?
Yes.
Oh,
But, and
God.
like, I want to preface that like, I thought this was so funny. And like, obviously, like, I love you for this. But we just ended one of our podcast sessions. And Leo, your husband, comes upstairs and is like, so like you finished like kind of early. Like, are you guys gonna like go out to like Winners and do something? And before I could say anything, and without missing a beat, Sarah goes, no, she's gonna go home now. But like, for real, like, period. Yes, I am. Thank you. And like, that is our friendship, and that's the truth. And that's
But
what
like,
I
and we
love.
do spend time with each other outside the podcast, but like, it's like when we fucking want it,
Yes.
not when we have to. And sometimes, like, you know, we pull out the best shit we've got in the podcast, and it truly does feel like we're hanging out, I think, to a certain
Yeah.
degree. But yeah, it's like when people are like, hey, let's plan to do something. This is, I think, why in the last episode I talked about why I hate summer. I think this is why. One of the reasons. Because
Yeah.
people want to hang out in the summer.
People want to do things.
Ew.
Yeah. It's like, and it's always like, it's summer feels
And-
like it's the season
And
for
there's
social.
never like an hour. It's always like, let's hang out until the sun sets. And I'm like, what about me and my time? What about what I want, which
Well,
is to sit at
yes.
home and not fucking talk to anybody
I can't
respectfully.
I can't have like go out, do things, and then just come home and go to bed. Like, I have to have at least a couple hours before I actually go to bed of just like me doing whatever the fuck I want.
Decompress, yeah.
Yeah, like watching
Just check,
YouTube.
just do a one-on-one. How have you been? Well, today I said a hummus joke and it really didn't land.
In the mirror, like-
yeah. Like, just, and when people are like, what did you do this weekend? I'm like, fucking nothing. And they're like, aw. And I'm like, no.
I had a great time.
It was great.
It was the best time.
yeah, I had a fantastic time. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I didn't
Right.
have to change.
No, I didn't have to go out and spend unnecessary money. I didn't have to drink.
Well, I did, but on Amazon.
Well, that's you and yourself.
Yeah.
You self-treatment.
I bought myself whatever, like a stargazing telescope that I'll never use, but I feel good about it. Like that's
But in that moment, you needed it.
yeah.
Right? I don't know. I just think we're built stupid.
I don't know. I know that there's other people that go through the same experience, but I just feel like I've never met one.
Right?
And like I say this loosely because I know that like you when I say you're the only one that gets me, that again, I exclude my husband out of that solely because he knows me better than I know myself.
Right.
But he also like, we've like developed a lifestyle around it where we both know when like both of us just kind of want to not do anything together.
Mm-hmm.
But like, even then and he, he finds me funny. He's him and I are best friends. We can like interact with each other for 3 hours and have a great time. Like and I've seen people meme about this, but it's like when you have a sleepover with a friend and you just laugh for 3 hours over stupid shit. Like we do that all the time.
Right.
But like outside of that, it's just you. No one else has met me. People have come close, but like I can't just say whatever the fuck I want to anybody else other than you.
Yeah.
And like
Honestly,
truly
same.
have it, even if you're like, that was horrible, you're still gonna like match me.
Yeah.
Whereas other people will be like, wow, this friendship is like really not going the way that I expected. You know what I mean? Like,
who is this person?
yeah, like she was really good at the beginning, but like, God, this is just getting worse. She's just like dry aging poorly. You know what I
Dry
mean?
aging.
Yeah.
I've never heard that term in my life. Dry aging.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not aging like a fine bottle of wine. I'm dry aging like a piece of steak.
I age like cheese. Sorry, I saw something at the corner of my eye.
What the fuck did you see?
Nothing.
No, you can't have both of those in the sentence. I just saw something. What? Nothing.
Nothing. I saw nothing. It was something, but it wasn't nothing.
What the fuck did you see?
No, it was like, I thought I saw a shadow, but I think I saw like the silhouette of my purse, and it looked like a head, but it was literally just my purse.
Yeah, there's no one can stand there. That's
No.
like a 5-foot drop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
5 feet, that's it.
Okay, maybe more.
It's like probably 10.
10?
10.
I don't really understand numbers.
If we stood on each other's
Yesterday,
shoulders.
I was looking at I'm bad at math. Let me just start with that.
Love that.
I genuinely am like, I missed on purpose any classes when I was really young around like multiplication or division. I don't know how to do a multiplication table. Like, I don't know how to reference it.
I don't know.
Addition and subtraction is like subpar. Like, I can do 1 + 1 is 2, and that's pretty much it. Like,
Congrats.
fast math, I'm not good at. The tests that you used to have when you were a kid, where it was like they would time you for 5 minutes and you'd answer as many questions. Hell on fire for me.
Same.
That was like
Fractions, awful.
I blacked out.
Probably me too.
Yeah. Trig was the only thing that ever kind of got through to me, and I kind of liked trigonometry, but that was it. I don't know why.
Is that the one with the shapes?
It was like X equals B.
No.
And
that's letter.
or maybe it was the shapes, but it was like triangles A. There's
Right.
a corner that's A. There's a corner that's B. There's a corner that's C. If B and A are this, then what's C?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Those were the only ones that kind of landed for me. Anyways, yesterday I was looking at a can of like juice, like it was like a big like twisted tea, not twisted, like not alcoholic, but like a brisk. And I was reading the calories, and I was like, oh, it's so big, like maybe I'll just have half. So I'm like, okay, 170 calories, divide that by 2. And Leo looked at me and he's like, if you get this the first try, I'm going to be very impressed. And I was like 45. He was like, I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say? And I was like, wait, second try. And then I went 113, and he went,
nope.
100 plus 100 is 200. I need you to remember that. And then shot in the fucking dark, I said 86, and he's like, close, 85.
Shot 86.
I just guessed.
86. That's so funny because it's an even number. Or like it's like obviously divisible by like 5.
Yeah. No, you're speaking foreign to me.
Well, I'm actually like, I'm not good at math, and I never have been, but I use like pictures in my head to do math.
I do the stacking.
Like stacking? The fuck?
Like, okay, if I'm
like Jenga?
like if 85 is 170 times 2. Wait, if
Nope.
85 times 2 is 170, I go 85 plus 85. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1.
No.
8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 1, that's 170.
No.
That is how I do math with anything that's double digit.
When I
Minus
no.
5s and 10s.
No, I can't do that. See, like, no.
See, 11 plus 11 is easy because 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 1 is 2, 22.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying.
That's how I do the fast math in my head.
So when it comes to like subtracting big numbers, how I did it, when you even said like 170 divided by 2, 100 cut in half is 50. 70 cut in half is 35. 50 plus 35 is 85. That's how I did it.
That's too many steps.
It's easier for me to like break things down.
I forget the numbers.
Oh, I'm pretty good with
I need to bring it down to single numbers.
I see. I can't.
Single
then
digits.
I'd get confused then, and I'd be like, "What am I?"
And then I just
doing?
look. Like I literally do the overlapping.
See, this is why like schools fail. It's because like there's so many different ways to like interpret math. Because even like how my nieces and nephews do math now is different than how I did math, and then how I did math was different than how my dad did math.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know, this idea of like showing your work, like fuck you. Like as long as I get the right answer, that's all that matters. Because you don't need to see my work. My work doesn't matter. I would
have gotten a better grade in math because shot in the dark. Like really, you're either getting it or you're not.
Right? Exactly. Like, why do I need to show you what I did? This isn't a fucking English exam.
Because cheating.
I cheated all the time. I cheated so much during math classes. For sure.
How?
I would just look off of my friends. Like, final exams, obviously,
when they
couldn't.
didn't know or they knew?
Oh, I had smart friends. Like, my friends knew the answers, so I just copied off of them. because they knew I didn't know. And so they would help me cheat. They got nothing in
I
return.
don't know if I ever cheated on a test.
I cheated on multiple.
Wow. Missed opportunity.
Not like in university, you can't. Plus, I'm better than most of the people in my classes. But like, not in some
I hardly
cases.
did any like multiple choice, though. It was like write your own paragraph as to why this is this. Like that was the work that I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Write your own paragraph as to why this is this. Why am I writing a paragraph? It's a math exam. Fuck you. Because 2 plus 2
No, I
equals
wasn't
4.
doing math.
Oh, okay.
I opted out of math in university and I took a science class. No, I took a language class.
I had to do both. I had to do science and language and math. I had to do all 3.
No, they said that if I didn't want to do math, I could do a language.
Which language did you pick? French? Yeah. Spanish?
Spanish.
Oh, that makes sense. Did you learn anything?
A little bit. No.
I took Mandarin. That was really hard.
Say
was
something to me
horrible.
in Mandarin.
Ni hao.
No, fuck you.
Wu shi Spencer. That's it.
Hello, my name is Spencer.
Yeah.
Wuxi is my name.
I think so. I could be so wrong. I'm so sorry to like anyone
I
that
speak
speaks Mandarin.
I speak a little bit of Japanese, and it's only because of animes. It's a mushi mushi, mushi mushi.
What's that Megan's The Stallion song? Sta, wakashi wa sta. That's how I know.
What does that mean, Spencer?
I'm a star.
That's what that fucking means.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I know, right? Easy peasy lemon
Is that the one where
squeezy.
she talks about like different anime guys?
I have no idea. No, it's the one that trends on TikTok. And she does like the dance, like
I'm detached from it. I don't know that dance.
what the fuck? I know you listen to like, or you watch like crazy TikToks, but like it's everywhere.
No, I know the song, but I didn't know there was a dance.
Oh, there's a dance. Oh my god, ew, the fruit fly. Hello.
His name is Leonard. Thank you very much.
Hi, Leonard. He almost flew into my mouth.
This extra protein. He's just looking for sacrifice.
For sacrifice. He's looking to sacrifice.
Yes, yes.
For his god.
Yeah.
The big fly.
The big fly upstairs.
The big fly upstairs.
See, I couldn't do this in normal public settings.
No, people would be like, yeah. That's like, I hate that.
No, they
response.
wouldn't say yeah. They wouldn't say anything.
They would just stare at you and be like, anyways.
No, they wouldn't make direct eye contact with
I
me.
vape.
Because if you make direct eye contact, then you're in danger for another joke. You know,
Oh,
if you lean
period.
in, then I'm like, oh, you still like it. You're making eye contact with me. Hey, guess what? Like, but if they avoid eye contact, they're like, maybe if you stay still, she won't say anything. Like
Like a
like a
T-Rex.
like a T-Rex.
If you don't move, they don't know you're there.
All of a sudden, I'm having a conversation. I'm like, wait, where did everybody go? Like, wait, please.
Hold on. What the fuck just happened? Like a baby.
Somebody throws something. I'm like, what's that? Everyone's gone.
Yeah. They all
Fucking
run.
A. Okay, I have one more important, very important thing to tell you.
What?
I thought that was the fly. It's just a hair. I've recently discovered something on social media, and I'm very happy about it.
Ooh, what is it?
That was a good ooh.
Ooh.
That was pretty audible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow, that really tickled my back
Ooh,
brain.
did that? Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. I got you. That's my ASMR.
Why did I make that this is why I can't have friends. Holy shit.
Did you smoke before this?
Or I was at work and I had like a loopy moment and people were like, were you high? And I was like, no man, I'm living on life.
No, you
Like,
just get the zoomies.
just high on I do like a cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All the time.
And then you crash hard and you're like, nobody talk to me.
Yeah, and then I'm like I destroy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, get the fuck away from me right now, or I'm gonna murder you.
Literally.
They're like, you were really fun an hour ago.
No,
She's
not anymore.
dead.
Yeah. What's that Taylor Swift like?
Oh fuck. Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do. The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now.
Why? 'Cause she's dead. Yeah, literally. So I was just perusing through my Instagram like I do,
Okay.
you know, to just find something
Anything.
to fight for.
Yeah, anything to live for.
Usually it's cat videos, but I like scroll and all of a sudden I see this man and he's laying on a foam roller, just
Okay.
rolling out his quad. And following him is a huge ass.
Oh.
And I'm like, this is unexpected, but this is not,
Hello.
color me intrigued.
Yeah, what are you doing with that dump truck?
Yeah. Then it skips forward. And there's multiple men with large quads and big badunks. And then I very quickly realize it's the men's rugby team.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I like rugby teams.
Why did nobody tell me that these Greek gods existed?
You haven't fallen into the rugby hyperfixation yet? Oh, you need to.
Oh, it's too late. It's already happened.
Good. As it should.
I
love
spent
rugby.
like an hour and a half just scrolling through videos of this page that was literally men's rugby. That's what the page was. And it was different men's rugby teams. Australians, holy wow. Spanish,
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Like multiple different teams. And they were just practicing. Do you know that they lift the guys above their heads so that they can catch the rugby ball?
Like
And
cheerleading, like throwing them in the fucking air.
grab their shorts and hike them up.
Yeah. I've watched so many videos on rugby. I couldn't tell you a single thing. I couldn't tell you a rule that happens in that fucking game. But I love watching
I
it.
didn't know they played. I thought that they just run around and look amazing.
I mean, they do that too. But
And they
it's
have
like
huge
hardcore.
legs.
And they go at it. Like they're bleeding by the end of it. Like
yeah.
actual like
But there's
battle
also like
scars.
some kind of like love story happening between the men that I'm really on board with. Like physical boundaries are like
Not a
not
thing.
existent there. So there's like this like
Oh yeah, the
feels a little
sensuality.
Brokeback Mountain-y,
Yeah.
but I'm here for it. I'm
Right?
cool with it.
We're like, okay,
Yeah.
get it on.
yeah.
Pop off,
Yeah.
Mr. Sirs,
Yeah. And then
in your tiny shorts.
it's just wow.
Who
Who invented rugby and how can we thank them?
I think the New Zealanders.
Oh, that's not surprising.
I actually have no fucking idea. Thank you to New Zealand.
Let's look
the
it up.
All Black team. They won when I was in New Zealand, and it was kind of like it was a really interesting thing to see because they were like huge. This was like
They're
2015.
so big.
They're huge.
Those men are huge.
like actually, and when
the women too. The women have mad legs.
people online were like hating on some of the female rugby players because they're muscular because they obviously play fucking rugby, saying that these women look fat, and I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, stop. You could never. You're sitting at home watching the Olympics
With crumbs on your
with
chest.
crumbs on your chest.
Covered in Cheeto dust.
and probably like a garbage overflowing that needs to be taken out, but you're too fucking lazy. Shut up.
yeah. Okay, so I looked it up. William Webb Ellis invented rugby.
I don't know
How?
him.
He picked up a ball and ran with it in his arms during a football game.
Is not
He
the
said no.
concept
He
of.
said no take backsies.
Oh, I love that.
At a football game.
At a football game.
yeah,
So, I mean, I always thought rugby and football were similar.
I guess they are.
Rugby's better because
Well-
they don't have all the padding. Like, ugh, just hit each other.
It just hides all the
The muscle,
the dump trucks.
the dump truck.
yeah.
I hate football. I can't watch football.
I just learned that football is called football because the ball is a foot long.
That's it. That's why. I
Yeah.
thought it's because they like use their feet to kick it.
Well, that's soccer. Like footy ball is soccer.
Foodie ball.
Footy.
Feetsy ball. Foodie ball.
See, this is another thing that would never land in public.
No. Because they'd be like, well, it's different there.
No, they would just not say anything.
Foodie
We
ball.
would be like foodie ball.
Foodie ball.
Feetsy ball.
Soccer. I mean, soccer sounds kind of silly, but foodie ball. Foodie. Oh, my foodies.
So football was originally soccer because you
Yeah.
kick it with your foot, and then they changed it to football for football, like, when you think America.
Yeah.
And it's because the ball's a foot long,
That's why.
I guess.
That's it. Put it
Yeah.
next to a Subway sandwich and we'll see. Subway sandwiches are apparently not footlongs.
Are they smaller?
like they're supposed to be a foot long, but it's like 10 inches, not 12. So
Every inch
clock
counts.
that, right?
Right,
Every
man?
inch. Clowns. Clownses. Clowns.
Every inch clowns.
Sometimes I have like strokes.
Is that just a new thing that comes with age?
I guess so. I do that all the time too in like social situations where I feel pressure to like speak. I'll like stumble over my words because like what's happening in my brain can't like fully process out my mouth.
Okay.
And then I just look stupid because I'm like, oh, and then I do football. And people are like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, ah, haha, lol, sorry. Like, I just had like a brain fart. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, and they're like, want to try
why
my
am
vape?
I here?
Yeah. And then they just start like vaping. And I'm like, okay, I'm gone.
Who do you hang out with?
Well, nobody now. Obviously.
You're having a conversation with yourself the whole time and then you vape.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're like,
literally.
what? I don't know.
I'm like looking in the mirror as this is happening.
You
Who's
never
that
made it
fucking
outside.
I don't vape though.
No,
I just
me
wanna
neither.
Point that out. I'm not cool enough.
I tried and I came off as like a little bitch. I was like, yeah.
Literally,
like
I can't.
horrible.
I can't even like pull on it or suck on it. Like it just like immediately I cough.
That's
it's
what she
so
said.
strong. The rugby player said.
Yeah, anyways, I've just discovered it and it's amazing.
I would recommend it to like most people. Like rugby.
Like doctor's orders?
Yeah, doctor's orders. You're feeling sad, look up rugby
Yeah.
on TikTok
Yeah.
and watch these guys.
But not like a game, like their practice.
Yes, yeah.
Specifically their practice.
Don't watch their games or like highlights.
Or like just
maybe.
look up rugby player foam roller. You're welcome.
In advance.
In advance. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing for a month.
I love that for you.
Yeah, it's been great.
Steve had a good July.
You know,
No.
better than most.
I guess. No. Maybe.
I mean, I hit the lottery.
It's August now.
I know.
Holy fuck.
I know.
Where does time go?
Somewhere where my energy goes.
Well,
You know?
I know, like, with last podcast, we talked about, like, not being fans of summer. I feel like summer goes by too slow because I don't like it.
I feel like it goes by pretty fast. Thank God.
It goes by faster than,
And
like,
August,
the
I wouldn't
winter.
necessarily count as summer. Like half August, you're hitting autumn. Like, and I decorate early, so
Well, half
I'm
August.
delusional. I just
I guess
believe,
so.
you know.
Well, for me, like, I go back to my last year of uni. Oh my God, you.
Is this your last year?
It's my last year.
Congratulations.
I hate it. I don't want to be a real person.
So what are you gonna do after this?
I
Go
don't
back for
fucking-
another
I don't-
degree?
I do want to get my master's at some point, but not right now. I figured I should like make money. I don't want to.
God.
Trisha Paytas made a tweet once that was like, I'll do anything for money except work. And I honestly felt that in like the deepest part of my soul. Like, honest to God, like the thought, and like bless your heart, but the thought of going to like a 9 to 5, like honestly is not for me. Okay. I have a thing. I have a theory. I have a way of like, I think we could improve human life.
Okay. I'm always up for.
And I think it starts with utilizing AI more. Obviously, when I say this, like a lot would have to change in our like economy. And I speak for like North America specifically, I guess Canada more specifically.
Mm.
But like if there was a way that like people could not work literally as much, or like they do work, but it's like within fields of like intelligence. You have like people who are really good at like art, people really good at language, people really good at like like thinking about death. That's an intelligence. People who are really good at like physicality, like people who are like natural athletes essentially.
Do you know what you're explaining?
What?
It sounds like Divergent.
I mean, kind of. And like you don't need to be an accountant. I'm sure we can make AIs accountants,
Mm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you really want to go to your 9 to 5 like desk job? I don't like the idea of like taking away people's jobs in the sense that like you have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like people could be working towards something else. And like, I also believe that everyone should have, if we're going to do like pay, everyone should be as equal as possible and as like in a way that like you could make money and feel extremely comfortable financially.
Well,
Obviously,
now you're talking crazy because that's just never gonna happen.
it's never gonna happen. At least not with like our system now. And to like completely change our system, so much would change.
Mm-hmm.
And no, like the government itself is not willing to do that because the rich get richer
Yeah.
and the poor stay poor.
Yeah.
And that's how they like it
Mm-hmm.
because they're the ones that are rich. And I mean, like if we like completely dismembered. See, this is why I shouldn't think. But like if we like completely disbanded our government and like started a different government, which like I don't even know how that would work. Like I think anyone from the previous government is not allowed in this new government. That's how I think.
You can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us.
Yeah.
Like Trudeau, anyone who's like a politician at this point, like no longer. Sorry. Because you fucked us up before. I can't trust you. It would have to be, I would need a lot more women, but like older women. Older people, but not too old that they're like Joe Biden and like
Senile.
senile. Like put that man in like a nice little golfing home.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
He's had his time. Let him live out the rest of his life
Yeah.
in graceful peace.
Yeah.
He does not need to be arguing with Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree to a certain degree. I think it's like we're so overrun with population though. Like, where would you put everybody? And
Right.
I don't make those decisions, nor would I volunteer it. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't love my 9 to 5. Like, I love my job. I do. Like,
Yeah.
and I love the people and I love the company. Like, I really do. But like, if you're asking me, like, if you could choose your schedule, it would be 9 to 5. Yeah, fuck no. Absolutely not. But like,
Fair.
you know, society, oh God.
And that's the
fucking
thing
rules.
is like, how do you work around that? Because like, well, somebody's got to do it.
And honestly, like even other jobs, like it doesn't really matter if you're doing a 9 to 5 or not. I did rotational work for a very long time. Same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit, different recipe. Like it's all the same. Like there's going to be stuff that you don't want to do that you have to do. Like that's just kind of the reality, I think, of growing up.
Right. Like I don't think AIs could do like, especially what you used to do, like any type of social work that involves a lot of empathy. And I like AI could never do that. I mean, more so like things that like account.
People are
accounting.
already utilizing AI as a tool.
And I feel like honestly, I'm in the bandwagon of like, fuck it. Like we should. It's not sentient. It's not sentient. And it's not going to be sentient for a long time. If it is sentient, high technology. I'm an ally.
Remember this moment right here.
But I'm just
My name is Sarah. This is Spencer. We stand with you.
We stand with the robots. Is that a derogatory term
I don't know.
for AI? Is robot derogatory?
Let's ask them.
Let's ask them. Well, they'll come to us in like 100
Let's
years.
ask chat.
Chat GPT. Does it know? I don't know. But like I am all for using AI because I feel like people, especially like middle to lower class, get fucked over so badly by people in positions where they make lots of money for like basically doing nothing. Then I'm like, yeah, use AI to do all of your work. Like, don't think about it. Put your creativity, put your thoughts to things that you like doing, like puzzles or paintings or working out. Things that like actually like titillate your mind. Like make a home movie because you always wanted to be a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be like, what is success? You know, you don't have to be in Hollywood to make a film. Just go fucking do it. And like have it be shitty and funny and then put it on YouTube for like whatever.
Yeah.
Like life is so unserious.
I think new generations now are understanding that like you can wear multiple hats and do different things and what's your capability of being creative and like you don't just have to do this one thing and that's your identity. You can be multiple things. You can try different things. I think that's something that's coming with the new generations and millennials. I think millennials brought that forward. But this concept that like you had to follow the ranks because it was always done that way. Asking, does it always have to be that way? I think is a new way of thinking.
Who said that I have to like have a certain job or like I have to work certain hours? Like I understand that like people do have to like pay bills, but also like what if we just all like not paid taxes? Like, and I mean like everybody, like the entire Canada. What if we just didn't pay our taxes and we said fuck you? What would happen? I'm so curious. We should try it. I'm just kidding. I might. I don't know. Did ChatGPT say anything?
Nothing exciting.
Oh.
Really kept it political, very democratic. Just that robots isn't inherently derogatory. It's commonly used to refer to machines or systems designed to perform tasks automatically. That's what you fucking do. However, context matters. In some discussions, robot might be used pejoratively. See, now they're giving big words to throw us off.
There you go.
To describe someone perceived as lacking individuality or creativity. I just go, you're a robot.
With a hard T.
In a way, yes, I'm artificial intelligence designed to assist with information and tasks. While robot can sometimes imply.
Amplify?
What the fuck did I just
Amplify. I mean, I fucked up so many times.
Imply physical machinery. I operate purely through software.
Okay,
Do
Slay.
you have arms?
But are you offended by it?
No, I don't have arms or physical form. I exist as software. Are you
Offended
offended
by the term robot?
by the term robot? See, here's the issue with AI. I'm not capable of feeling offended or having personal reactions.
Aw, bestie.
Here's the thing. Me. Like I heard somebody once say that like you feed into the AI. So whatever information is being processed is being perceived by what we're asking them, information that we're providing. We add to the system and to the software by the questions that we ask, the things that we do. Technology has never been inherently evil in any kind of capacity. It's the people that utilize it that make it evil or good.
Oh, 100%. People are scared of AI, and I don't think AI is something to be scared of. I think just people misuse it.
I think there's things to be afraid of when it comes to AI.
Well, I think guns are scary, but I'm not if a gun is just sitting on the floor, I'm not scared of it. I'm scared of the potential of somebody using it.
Yeah.
I'm scared of people's potential in a negative form.
Yeah. Even if it's unintentional, right? Like
Yeah.
there's fear connected to it that I think can be very valid. And I think that it can also be utilized as a tool. The issue is that there's just a huge wave of in between, and that develops our reality with it. The wrong person gets their hands in it and they take it too far. We're fucked.
True.
But you know what? Add it to the list of things that will murder us. Volcanoes now are a big issue. Everyone's worried about the volcanoes that are going to erupt in fucking Europe. Like, whatever. Just add it to the list, man. It's so funny how many times you'll have a conversation with like specifically millennials and they're like, hey, did you hear about this star that might explode and destroy our Earth? And they're like, all right, yeah, I'll get just add it to the list. Like it's like so easy for us to be like, yeah, we're gonna die, whatever. Like I don't.
But we do die. Like that's regardless of how it happens. It's the only thing in life that's are inevitable. It's the only thing where we can confirm for real is that we will die. That's the only thing we know.
I don't know. I have
sure.
a second one, and that's I'll make a fool of myself.
Oh, that's given. That's not a mama. We know. Born to fool.
Yeah.
If we were in like the medieval times, you'd be a joker.
I don't really like that.
I'd be a town cry for sure.
A what?
A town crier, like the person that yells like gossip because they don't have like phones back in the day. Weird. So like to like hear news and like printed even paper was not a thing. So to hear news, someone would like go through the town like yelling with like a bell and be like, news, like this bitch, infidelity. I don't know.
Is this the same person that goes, shame? Shame.
Maybe. I hope so.
Oh, okay.
I could do that.
I feel like I wouldn't be a joker. I want to be someone different.
No, you'd probably, honestly, knowing you'd either be like a royal or you'd be like a Joan of Arc type of like, you're going to rise to the occasion.
Joan of Arc was burned at the stake.
Yeah, but she slayed. But she ate and left no crumbs. Because she's that
she was
bitch.
Cremated.
Okay, but she's a legend. Like, did she die? Maybe physically, but we know her name. So is she now immortal? She's immortalized to us.
I don't really know if I like the end of that. Can I be Joan of Arc, but like...
She lives.
She lived. Like
she lives a happy and like healthy, like non...
It's, you know what? I honestly probably would have been classified as a witch because I love cats and cats
I would have been burnt as a witch for sure. I'm still like convinced it might happen to me. Should be so for real.
Jesus. I hope that they would have changed their methodology, at least now in the future. You know what I mean?
Wow. I mean,
I know. It's
like yes
no
and
different.
no.
But like just same shit, different situation.
I like same shit, different recipe.
Same
was
shit,
funny.
different Thank you. Wow.
That one stuck with me.
Same shit, different recipe.
Different recipe.
Yeah.
My
You're
grandma's
welcome.
recipe tells you to blend the shit. That's how it gets creamy.
Like hummus.
Like hummus.
God. Just talk to me about hummus. Fucking hell. Anyways, we talked about hummus for an hour.
As we should say, like what
This
the
is great.
Like that right there is introverts on crack. I don't.
Crack.
Yeah, people think that I'm
Yeah.
extroverted.
People think I'm extroverted
And
too. I think there's a term for it that you're extroverted, but you're also introverted.
right.
Let's ask ChatGPT. They're already here.
I
what
tried to explain
is-
that to my sister. I was like, I'm actually very introverted, but I can have extroverted tendencies, but it lasts. Like I have a window.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're like Cinderella. Midnight, you're done.
Like midnight,
You're
I
back to
literally
being
turn
in a
into
pumpkin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's so true. Cinderella is us.
It's called
I also lose my shoes
all the
all
time.
the time, and it's usually just one.
It's called being an ambivert.
Ambivert.
Ambiverts have qualities of both personality types and may find themselves more comfortable in different social situations depending on the context. Give me more information.
See, like we don't have to do the research ourselves. She
Certainly.
does it for us.
An ambivert is
Let's just
someone
be
who
lazy.
exhibits a balance of introverted and extroverted traits. Unlike introverts who tend to recharge in solitude, extroverts who gain energy from social interactions. This goddamn
What the fuck's
fucking air.
happening?
Ambiverts can feel energized by both alone time and social engagements. They may adapt to context. Ambiverts can shift their behavior based on the situation.
I don't know if because like I don't feel energized by social interactions. ever.
Flexibility. Their flexibility can make them well suited for roles that require mixed independent work and teamwork. I'd agree with that. Varied personal social preferences. They may have varying preferences for social interaction, sometimes enjoying social gatherings and other times needing solitude.
Okay.
Solitude really
Solitude
rings
is-
out for me.
yeah.
Energy levels. They can experience fluctuations in their energy levels, drawing from both social interactions and alone time. Being an ambivert means having a fluid approach to social and solitary activities, allowing individuals to adapt different environments and situations. So all I'm hearing is that I'm adaptable. Thank you.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
That's an evolutional trait that is kind of iconic. Adaptability.
Yeah, right?
Going back to the cuteness too, that we mentioned earlier.
What cuteness.
The idea that like
Was
in
this a
my-
conversation we were having?
Yeah. You were there, I promise.
Okay.
This idea that like I think that the highest form of evolution, because like I'm no longer
Oh, I was here.
Yeah. But like we're no longer like fighting for our lives. Like we don't need to be like these big, strong Neanderthals. So in order to survive, you kind of have to be cute. It's like this, like, aw. Like I can't, like, aw, you're just Spencer. I'm just little Spencer.
There's like documentaries, and I'll go back to cats on this, but there's documentaries that show that cats adapted to meow like babies.
Yeah, because they're domestic. It's a survival instinct. It makes so much sense.
It's because babies crying enable a response in us. It's like inherent. It's inherently.
Yeah.
It's a natural inherent response to our beings to take care of somebody that is crying like a baby, right? Like we need to do that. So cats developed that. They never meowed before, but they did that for people.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Talk about fucking slay.
Talk about fucking slay. Talk about work, mama.
And like, how am I supposed to be mad at Phineas when he does it so well?
Oh, it's smart. Like you're kind of like, okay.
He's a
you
monster
ate.
of my own creation, like Frankenstein.
I mean, like you tend to him when he's crying. So I
For
mean,
sure.
except now. But like,
Well, he's dead now.
yeah, he's gone. Whatever happened happened.
Yeah.
But like, it makes so much sense. And I think I don't know. I think I get away with a lot of stuff.
I think
too
dogs
because
too.
I'm
I
cute.
think that's why they whine.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, they're
It's
also
a
like
pitch.
they're bred to be
It's-
cute.
It's a pitch that they hit for our ears. Like, it's very interesting.
But I wonder, like, if we do it too, like
For sure. For sure.
like other animals. Like, if a tiger came up to me, I'd be like, "Hi, kitty," and I wonder if it'd be like, "You know what? Okay,
No.
I'm not gonna eat you."
No. They don't meow though. They don't chirp. They growl, but they don't chirp.
I wonder what a tiger thinks of like a house cat. If it's like, bitch.
When you see two cats talk to each other, they have a different frequency in how they talk. They talk lower. It's more like guttural. It's like, that's how they talk to each other.
I guess that's kind of like how we would talk to each other. Like, I'm not like, "Hi, Sarah."
But like if you're thinking of a cute character versus like a not cute character, think anything. Fucking Disney anime is a really good example of it. Like when you're thinking of a cute character, they're always high pitched.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's high pitched, whereas like a big scary character is gonna have like
A deep voice.
Like it's what we perceive it as, I guess. But you know what? I ain't even mad at it. Pop off. Cats have lived on for a very long time, and it's because they're hella adaptable.
Yeah.
I would care to argue they're one of the best animals.
Oh shit.
Felines. Like the
Like a
things that
house
they
cat?
can. Well, house cats, yeah, but they're also a mini version. Like there's been statements saying that house cats versus wild felines have not genetically changed much. Like your house cat is literally a mini. Milo, a black cat, is a mini version of a panther.
Really?
Structurally, the way that they can jump, the way they can climb, their ability to learn things, like it's pretty interesting. Like it makes sense why they're one of the top animals of the food chain.
See, I would argue it's a canine. I would argue for the dogs, I
No.
think.
I disagree with you.
But like if I drop dead right here, right now, Phineas is feasting tonight. He's like, okay.
As he
slay.
rightly should. I hope that the last thing he eats is me. That is my gift to
But like
him.
dogs have so much more loyalty to them.
Yeah, but that means that the dog's gonna die.
Good.
I'm talking survival of the fittest
Oh.
here.
Okay. If I die, I want my dog to die too.
I think that's the highest level of love. I'm in you.
I think we need to end there.
All right. This is oh god.
Tell that to like a normal person.
That was my lunch conversation at work. I'm in you.
I'm in you. The hummus is in me. Like, hello?
I'm sorry. I don't know. We've been talking for an hour. This is it. The timer's up.
Sorry. Goodbye.
You guys can find our socials here. You can follow us at dysfunctional-duo or _the_dysfunctional_duo. Underscore?
I think there's another underscore. No, I don't know. What do I know?
Our amazing editor is going to put it here. Check us out there if you want to follow us on our socials. You can find us on... What is your problem?
I'm just thinking of like... I was just thinking what you said. They're in me. I'm in you.
I'm in you.
I'm in you.
That's the highest level of love. I'm in you.
I'm in you. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here.
That's what rugby's all about.
Yeah. Thank you, boys. Anyways, yeah. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.